What if you could create a prominent profile on the world's #1 directory and search engine for talent? Well, that's the promise of the next 2 videos. What I'm going to be doing is showing you the critical strategies that you can apply to create a winning profile on LinkedIn. In fact, this is part of a series of videos we're creating here at Momenta to help you get the contract you want faster than you thought possible. Hello, my name's Sam Waterfall. I'm a career coach. I've been working in this field for 14 years, and in that time I've had the privilege to work with thousands of people, help them maximize their potential and move their careers in the direction that they want to go in. In this video, I'm looking at one of my favorite topics, and it's networking and LinkedIn in particular. And what I want to do in this first of the 2 videos is talk to you about what LinkedIn is, why that's important, and then share with you a theory that I think is so smart. And it totally changed the way that I look at networking. I think you'll love it because I think you'll find that it makes you think about networking differently and that it will make it so much easier for you, even if you think you don't like networking at the moment. So first off, what is LinkedIn? Well, we could geek out on all the details, that's for sure. But what I really want to do is share with you some of the important facts. Do you know it's the world's largest online professional networking site? It's known as being the social media network for business. And so you really should have a profile on there. And plenty of people do. There's 450 million members worldwide, 20 million here in the UK, and it's growing at the speed of about 2 people every second. That's a lot of people, even since I started talking. So what this does is it just gives you the opportunity to put a profile there and to be found. It's one of the fastest growing social networks as well as people discover this, but at the moment it's still relatively poorly understood. But it's definitely somewhere that you should be showcasing your talent. Now, why is that so important? Well, there's a number of different reasons that people use LinkedIn. The biggest reason is actually for professional networking. Number 2, it's for keeping in touch with people. Just people that you've met. It's a great way because we used to have to use business cards and phones, but when someone changed jobs, the phone number changed. These days we all update our own profile, and so keeping linked in to each other means that we all update and we can stay in touch ongoing. The third reason is for joining a professional community. People want to be able to do that, and the groups on LinkedIn enable you to pick people who are just like you in your field, in your sector, anywhere in the world. And the fourth reason is for promoting yourself, for making sure people know what you do, for being known, for being slightly famous in your field. And fifthly, people say that they use LinkedIn for job search. So in your case, that could be contract search. When you're starting to look, people are likely to look for you as well on LinkedIn. So it's important that you're represented on this particular social media site. In fact, to the extent that someone once said recently that if you're not LinkedIn, you're left out. So it's the #1 search engine for talent. But it's important for another reason as well, and that's because Google loves LinkedIn. Now, I don't know if you've done this recently, but I recommend you Google your own name. I did this, so I put in Sam Waterfall into Google, and there was plenty of hits, but do you know what was the #1 hit on my name? My LinkedIn profile. And so out of all of the mentions that I have on the whole of the internet, LinkedIn was the one that was at the top. Now, why is that important? It's important because I can control what LinkedIn says. That means if I control what LinkedIn says, I control what Google says about me. It's the #1 search result for my name. So I just find that particularly powerful because it means that you can adjust your professional headline. You can give that first impression. I can tell you whatever I want to about me. So don't miss that opportunity. Use your LinkedIn profile. It's what people will find when they Google you. Now this theory, I've promised you this one, this changed my view of networking completely, and I think it's going to be very helpful for you. It was actually formed by a professor from Stanford University called Mark Granovetter back in 1983, and the theory is called the strength of weak ties. And what Granovetter said was that out of all the people that you know, out of your whole network, if you imagine you in the middle, and around you, sort of concentric circles, there's people who you're close to and then people that you're less and less well acquainted with. What he said was that the people closest to you, your family, your immediate best friends, your closest colleagues, they're your strong ties. And as you can imagine, they see the world in quite a similar way to you. They perhaps live near you. They perhaps see the world through the same lenses. They watch the same things. They go to the same places. And they're a bad source of new ideas because they see what you see. But further out, these are what Granovetter called your weak ties. And what he noticed was that there's a strength in your weak ties. And what he wanted you to do, what he suggests, is build your number of acquaintances, build your number of weak ties, and strengthen your weak ties. Now that used to be difficult, trying to keep in touch with everybody, but now with LinkedIn it makes it so much easier. And what Granovetter found was that your weak ties, and when you think about this, it's so true, they are the source of new opportunities, new roles, new leads, and new ideas. So the more time you spend, maybe you go to a conference and you hear a speaker, or you go to university and you hear a professor, people you don't speak with every day, but they give you new ideas. And sometimes these are the ones that also bring new roles into us for our careers as we move forward. And LinkedIn makes this so easy to keep in touch. It used to be difficult to keep in touch, but now if you update your news feed like a Facebook update, it just means that everyone in your network can hear from you. So it's so much easier for you to look after and nurture your weak ties. So you can meet new people, connect with them, and keep in their mind using LinkedIn. And of course you can serve them as well. Plus, I always suggest that you can use LinkedIn to be a little bit famous. If you keep your topic very clear on your area of expertise, you can become known for doing what you do. So what's your next contract all about? When you think of it like that, and when you use your headline to position you as the go-to person for that skill, then people want you. And that's the power of LinkedIn. So that's the end of video part 1. In the second video, I'm going to take you through step by step through 4 strategies for creating a winning profile. So we've talked about why it's important. In the second video, we'll look at how you can create the profile and make it work for you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.